feeling. I want the real love. Alright, what do we got there? Bam. Bam. What? Somebody just has this huge picture of Al Jolson in blackface or something like that. Just drop that on the server. There was a big fucking problemo on the Joe Rogan Discord because somebody linked a video of this troll in blackface fooling with people on Omega, and the admins of the site got super pissed off, and that was the end of that. They had to make the whole subreddit fucking invite only, and still not sure what all is going to happen with that there. GDP. All right, what do we got there? Fucking Sally. Oh, feeling. I want the real love, baby. Just reach out and touch me. All right. The. Okay, so what do we got here? We may only get like an hour or so of this, because, well, I mean, there's not even that many folks here, but we may only get an hour before I have to stop, but then we'll just do another session afterward, because I want to get this chapter finished. It's an important chapter, and has a lot to say about the development of our story. So this is the final fucking day. So all the threads need to end in some way, shape, or form here. So let me just refresh my memory of where each chapter goes. So yeah, last night Gary had a terrible dream about what's going down, and then really important fucking Matthew chapter where he gets into a crazy brawl with these people to start off, and then 3 simultaneously occurring chapters. One where Carl Mason pops up out of nowhere to warn them that the man in gray is about to up the ante on his whole deal. Then we have another Matthew chapter. It's very Matthew heavy, so forth here, where, yeah, we find out what's going on with him, and then we get into what's going on down in Chinatown. So, Bottle Kids, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Let's just hop to it. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. They all hate that rich, melted butter voice that booms from nowhere. Oh, shout out to Skip Donahue right there. We all hate that rich, melted butter voice that booms at them from nowhere, seem to come from every direction. I don't think melted butter direction. Duchance's directionless baritone, belting out the standards from a stage inside their skulls. The first time a new boy hears it, he'll look around, trying to peg the source. The others will grab him and hiss in warning. Keep your head down. Making eyes at Kaiser Duchance is a death sentence. He's always around at exactly the wrong times. Since the bombings, the man in gray has become an inescapable in Chinatown, loitering on every stoop, lurking around every corner. Everybody's stepped in a big pile of Duchance and the smell follows them everywhere. All they can do... yeah. Like everyone in Chinatown stepped in a big pile of Duchance and now the smell follows them everywhere. Cool. Pile of Duchance. All they can do is keep their heads low. Pretend they can't hear. They pretend they can't hear that infernal singing. Dirge is wrong. They pretend they can't hear that infernal song. Yeah. So here's a kind of a problemo here, where I'd like to use jingle, but I think jingle only means advertising. Oh yeah, let's just call it. Yeah, let's call it caroling. They pretend they can't hear Duchance's infernal caroling and wait for their turn to burn. Hell yeah. The assembly line in the arcade have been... Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work. The assembly line of lost boys in the arcade have been busy little elves all night, tearing rags and clinking bottles. Everywhere you go. Anyone dreaming of a white Christmas is going to be disappointed. Snow is barely sticking. It's a thin layer of gray sludge mottled with black ash from burning buildings. Hell yeah. A dozen festive fires are visible from the roof of the arcade, and more are springing up all the time. The boys are lighting fires faster than the firemen can put them out. Columns of black smoke billow up to stain the gray sky. Uh-huh. Those are not stratus cloud. What? Safari can't find the server. What? Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, that's why. That's why. You're not fooling me here. Fucking, why would you join that network, you dumbass computer? Alright, there we go. Yeah, so, yeah, sorry, if you want to, fucking geocache... Oh, they are stratus clouds. Alright. Horizontal layering with a uniform base. Hell yeah. Those are my favorite kind of clouds right there. Where it's just a wall. Although, Nimbostratus is dope. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, Nimbostratus clouds are high up. Let's see. What are you fucking talking about, Burger? Alright, yeah, so this is below 6,000 feet. So... Okay, cool. So, yeah, it's very seldom that, it's pretty much fog. Cumulonimbus, from near the ground. Oh, wow, Cumulonimbus can get down by the ground? That's wild. Cirrus clouds is what I had, fucking stratus clouds. Mackerel sky, above 18,000 feet. Alto cumulus, alto stratus. Alright, this is cool. Cloud data set. Okay, so cumulonimbus gets low, but they're giant. And then there's nimbostratus, which is the... are there just alto clouds at all, or is it only a prefix? 10 miles high. Alright, and then fog is... Huh, so nimbostratus is lower in this diagram. Yeah. Gotta get our clouds right. Often falls without any lightning or thunder. Persistent rain. Yeah, that's what we should have here. Oh, it can only be 500 meters off the ground. Yeah, this works. Hell yeah. I hope there's not another fucking Hector in the book. Hold on. Hector, 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 Hector. Yeah, good. Yeah, you only get one Hector. That's fucking astonishing how many things I feel like you can only do like once or twice per book. I'm sure that you could get away with it. Nobody would give a shit. But I think one Hector is enough. Yeah, so let's find and replace. And then we're going to replace all marks with 16 of them. Marcus. Okay. Replace. Next. Replace. Next. We have to do these one by one. Oh, I should just be clicking replace and find. Yeah, that's what I didn't want fucking remark to show up and so forth. Track marks, mark it, unremarkable, arc marks, marker, permanent marker, smartass remark. Okay, and then 655. Gee, we should be 565. I wish we were at 655, but we ain't. All right, what do we got here? Anyone dreaming of a white Christmas is going to be disappointed. I love the fucking tone of this piece. Is this whole book is just so fucking corny. Oh, I love it. I can't get enough of it. All right, so I like that we changed his name to Marcus. Oh, he was talking about a word editing, but the time has long passed away. Yeah, that's funny how time goes. Hmm. Oh, I don't think we can fit in the characters that they play, but just you guys know. Fucking Hector is a Hwarang Eddie Goro player, and then Marcus plays King and Kuma. Fucking Kuma. Oh, the bear. right. Yeah, you were kind of like, Burger, let me ask you something. If you're still in the chat right there, are you like diagnosed as manic depressive? I'm just putting it out there. It's like from the outside looking in, it seems like you definitely go through significant manic phases. And I'm wondering if that's like an actual thing, or all right, hold on. Somebody was asking me something in the other chat. Everyone says, "Where's my phone?" All right, so I think he wanted me to divine the location of his cell phone. I told him it's somewhere filthy because, you know, Raborn was asking, so it's probably stuffed up his hairy asshole, as users are wont to do on this stream. There's a picture of a dude with a fucking an oil filter on the top of his head, and he's got like a mask with tubes leading off of it. God, it's so dumb. So very dumb. So I have a doctor, and I do not have depression. Don't worry. Thank you for your concern. Well, depression's like a little bit different than being in like a manic phase. So what I would wonder is like, so you can get that kind of mania either from taking a bunch of stimulants, like drinking way too much coffee, or low doses of like, I guess really any dose of like Adderall, if you're not prescribed for it, or if you take methamphetamine regularly, like those would all produce that kind of thing. If you don't, then those kind of manic phases, in my experience with people, are usually associated also with like swings into pretty significant misery right there. And keep in mind, this is just me like looking at text on a screen. I don't have any insight into how you feel or whatever there, but I'm just a different race. What do you mean a different race? What are you, like fucking Neanderthal stock or whatever? You look white to me, to tell you the truth. I've seen, if that's your picture that you're linking right there. But yeah, I mean, and when I'm saying that shit, you know, just remember that like in LRH or whatever, you can be any kind of crazy you want as long as you're not annoying about it. We don't give a shit. Yeah, really and truly, we will just let anybody chat there as long as they don't break our like no bots or whatever rules. Quite a few of the chatters have like something about IRC and mental illness go together like hand in hand, which makes me wonder why I've been on it for like 20 years. But you know, I'm not without my own problemos out there. God, it's more than 20 years now, hasn't it? It's been like almost 30 years. God. We had the 30th anniversary of Internet Relay Chat not too long ago. You know, there's still a channel, IRC 30, that I'm in right now. But, you know, follow your heart, Burger. It won't steer you wrong. I'm going to follow my heart and try to fix this fucking chapter. Wait, I won't say the N-word or call women bad names anymore. Sorry. Why would you fucking limit yourself like that? That's not what I call... that's not the point where I'm like, this guy is like a little bit manic. It's, yeah, it's much more about just the state that somebody's in. You know, if I had to like put my finger on it, I'd say, like when I see somebody like chatting a ton of lines to kind of nobody and just like putting it out there, they've got like this excess of energy. That you know, they want a response from people, but the people just not fucking doing it. You know what I mean? And I guess it makes sense to me because if you look at it right here, what's happening on the screen, I have I have like put down 140,000 words chats with no response, just me fucking talking to myself right here. If we really want to think about it, I mean, that's what writing a novel really is. It's just a long, drawn-out conversation with yourself. And at the end of writing that novel, for most people, what you find out is that most people are utterly uninterested in reading your conversation with yourself. They're like, no, I don't want to ride on that horse. Thank you very much. So worth considering. All right, hold on. And then somebody in Sally is also hollering at me. Okay, cool. Yeah, somebody asked me, don't I usually start at like 6 a.m.? And I do, but last night was the radio show, so. Yeah, not looking forward to those two worlds meeting, let me tell you. Honestly, I need to leave chats and be more productive with my writing than shitposting to myself for nearly as long as you. Yeah, well, I mean, I will tell you, and I tell everybody this, the trick to writing more is to set up a daily practice and not deviate from it. It's something that really benefits a lot from you doing it every single day and almost never deviating from it if you can help it. That's where you'll be the most productive. Sometimes you may need to change the scenery. I do. Like frequently I need to go to a different coffee shop to get my head straight, which is, I don't know how that's going to work out with writing in a studio all the time, which is what I'm doing now. But yeah, just like if it's something that's important to you, keep in mind it takes like 10 years to get any good at, and you have 10 more years. So if you start now, like 10 years from now, you can be somewhere really good with it, and it is amazing. Like what I'm able to do now, and I'm not even stellar at this, but just this like very, I'd say medium level of expertise is just so fucking fun for me. Every morning I look forward to this. So yeah, man, fucking, if you got a story that you want to get out there, now's the fucking time. Nothing else is going on at the moment there. Okay, I do have a novel in mind that I've told several people about. So if you check my Reddit history, you'll see that recently, like a young man came to Reddit, and he was like, "Hey, I have this idea for a novel, and I've like plotted it all out and everything, and like I got about the first 20 pages done. I'm looking for people to take a look at the writing and tell me if it's any good, and I've got like a little explanation, synopsis, and so forth." And my response to that guy was like, hey, if you'd like to actually complete this novel, I'm going to recommend you not do this and not let any other outsiders know about what you're working on, not show it to other people or get their feedback or anything like that. And I'm going to recommend that you complete a rough draft of the novel before you tell anybody about it, and then also complete an edit of that entire rough draft yourself, kind of the way that I'm doing right here. And then I linked to a psychological study that's done on people who are doing dissertations and research papers and theses and so forth, where they have one group of students tell people about the work that they're going to do and what their plans are, and they're excited about it. And then they have another group of people who do not say anything to anybody about their work. The productivity of the people who don't tell other people about their work is astronomically higher. Like many more of them were able to complete their projects. And the theory is that when you tell people about work that you intend to do, it a little bit strips your motivation to actually go and do the work. Like in your brain, it's registering like, oh, okay, I told somebody about this. I did that little bit of work. I'm good now. I can go back to jacking off and playing video games. And I found this to be absolutely true in my own work. As soon as you tell somebody about something, it loses a little bit of its shine. Because there's some magic to this whole deal right there. So if you want to get something done, 100% just fucking do it and don't tell anybody. And then you come out of like left field. It's like, I didn't even know he's working on a novel. The other part about it too is if your friends know that you're working on a novel, they have time to dread you asking them to read it. Whereas if it just like pops up out of nowhere, it's like, hey, I just finished a fucking novel. It's like, what? I didn't know you were working on a novel. Yeah, I'm a fucking boss. You know what I mean? Full House Without Michelle says, I very much agree about this theory. Yeah, I guess it's a hypothesis. You know, this is only one study I've been able to find about this, but I am 100% sure that that's how it fucking works for the vast majority of people. And it's not just limited to writing projects and so forth. So I'm about telling people I'm doing this thing, and then you feel like you already did it. And then you don't have your like fucking. What if I just told people like, yeah, I'm gonna work on editing this book, and I felt like I was done with it, and I wouldn't have spent like the 78 days of continually grinding at this motherfucker. It's a little different for me just because I've done this. I had to spend like almost 20 years doing this before I got to a point where I could involve other people in the process like this. And even still, you know, like I'm getting less done. I'm getting less work done, just blogging like an idiot instead of editing here. I haven't even gotten halfway through this. But 100% believe that I would swear by that particular thing. Those are the two things that I really swear by. Like, don't tell anybody fucking anything. And then number two is the writing. Well, I guess number one is the most important thing. Writing every single day, having a steady practice, continually getting better every day. Because without that, you'll never really accomplish anything for the vast majority of people. Number two is not telling anybody what you're working on if you can help it. And then number three is if you possibly can get a fucking agent at the end of all this, because book contracts are almost as bad as fucking music contracts. And there's all kinds of bullshit clauses and so forth in there. And if you don't know what the fuck you're on about, you will get stung. Just like a rapper that fucking rolls into like his first A&R. It's like, yo, I'm going to be the biggest thing since whatever. Pfft, gone. All right, anyhow. Yeah, those are Zak Zyz's big experiences right there. But yeah, honestly, like, Burr, you got the fucking energy. You can write that book if you want to. Or that screenplay or whatever the fuck you're working on there. You're a wild dude. Make it happen. All right, hold on. I got to say hi to our racer. All right, big eraser. Baby. Let me see. Aircraft loading and unloading procedure. I want to say that they've been like armed or something like that. Aircraft recovery operations. Arming a plane. It means something different in flight. God, fucking arming the motors. What does it mean for a door to be armed? Yeah, we're never going to get there. Arming flight crews against terrorist acts. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. Fucking. I was watching a Forgotten Weapons thing about, they were like, the bullets were like either plastic or made out of like compressed paper or something. They made them for airline pilots to carry, where hopefully they wouldn't blow a hole in the side of the aircraft. This was before they really understood that like little teeny holes Don't really do much. All right, hold on. There we go. Lined up for battle. We Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that. Outside the arcade, a fleet of stolen electronic delivery bicycles. Outside the arcade, a fleet of stolen electric delivery bicycles are lined up for battle. Grinning with excitement, the boys saddle up and head north on Mott Street. Mott Street looks like it been... There's only one. It's not Mott's. Mott Street looks like it's been shelled. Hector and Marcus zip around smoldering cars and towering ziggurats of uncollected garbage bags. Just before the intersection... they slam their brakes and skid to a squealing stop. The entire next block is painted red by an impassable wall of... worked better the first way. And it's in passive voice, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't have a good fix for that right there. The boys have seen enough fires tonight. Alright, somebody say something in the chat. I'm going insane right here. I keep checking it. And it's just that sad line from Burger. Lord have mercy. Play it again, Sam. Alright. Okay, cool. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see here. Oh no, I not for long. Hector's payload is a basket full of bricks. He chants brick, 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 brick as he brick, 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 brick as he hurls them through plate glass windows. I like those little sinister moments right there, but not for long. Yeah, I like that a lot better. He swoops up to the freshly busted windows and flicks his lighter against the gasoline-soaked rag. He swoops up to each busted window, grabs a bottle from the crate, then flicks his lighter against the gasoline-soaked rag. Fire in the hole! Alright, so who's doing that? Is it... Hyphen on gasoline. So I had it hyphenated the first time, and then we rewrote it like 8 times. Ugh. Take your hyphen, young man. Alright, did it... Yeah, it sent it there. Okay, so that makes it a little bit passive there. The top paragraph is the one that needs to be Marcus. He swoops up to... With an arc of flame, the missile sails into the breach. Whoof! An oily orange fireball. Oh, let's just say that it sizzles. With an arc of flame, the sizzling missile sails into the breach. Whoof! An oily orange fireball engulfs the store. Ugh, love it, love it. God, these boys are fucking dope. Woof, hardware store. Woof, dry cleaners. Paint store is kind of flat. What else would be like super fucking flammable? Oh, a fabric shop. Nice. Nice. I want to say where the here, hold on. There's a perfect word for this, and I just can't quite get it. Ample. Abundant. That's what we want. The Bottle Brothers saved their ammo for the shops where kindling is abundant. Yeah, it doesn't quite track right. I'm with you, Logic. So, what's the most flammable store that you could possibly have? Because we're making a big change to the. What's the most dangerous stores in a fire? All right, know the facts about business fires. Peak time of day for office fires is noon to 2 p.m. at lunchtime. Most caused by cooking equipment. Intentionally set fires cause the most direct property damage. Then electrical equipment. Alright. Confined to the room of origin. 90% activate sprinklers. Industrial fire. Okay, that's not really helpful. Common causes of business fires. Hobby stores. Yeah, let's yeah. Here, hold on. Let's Alright, so what is it? That's Canal Street right down here. So here is the intersection that they're flying up right here. So they went up Mott Street. That's where the big fire was just at, right over there. Let's see if we can find an antique store. I know it's racist, right? Yeah, it's annoying that they don't have any of the businesses that we already set right there. So there's a discount store. KK discount store? I kind of like that. We could change that up while we're here. So KK discount store is going to be one of them. The Mulberry Pharmacy. Natural food, we're probably not going to torch. Chinese American Trading Co. Incorporated, a meat market. If they go across Canal, there's probably some more shit that we could burn up. Ristorante Luna, that's where we get into Little Italy a little bit, though. Yeah, Buena Notte. Alright, so... Here, let's zip back one more time through this whole motherfucker right here. So, Mulberry Street. I like that we're like, where can we burn the most shit? No, that's not where I want to be at. When they sweep the streets, I'll be the only shit that's left behind. Alright, so Chinatown Senior Citizen Center. Ooh, I would love to torch that. Alright, so what do we got here? So there's a fish market that they probably wouldn't burn up. Right? Kosher vegetarian restaurant. Sunbin Grocery. We also need to pick places that have been here. So the KK discount store is going to go up in flames. And the Iwa Trading Co. Alright, so we're just going to have to pretend that there's a fucking dry cleaners up here. Yeah, honestly, no, it's not like ready to go. Mulberry Pharmacy. Alright, so we're just gonna pretend that there are. Oh, yeah, let's just generalize it, right? So this is a part where realistically, we'd like to use like actual names of stores and so forth, just to preserve the city theme. But for the purposes of the story and the point that we're trying to make here, we're just gonna have to assume that these businesses were there back in 2006. All right. Teak Buddha. This guy right here. This guy. where a teak Buddha makes the white supremacist symbol. Okay, so we're gonna have a roll down shutter that's right there. And I want the one that's like a grid. Not roll down shutters. Oh, so places with hurricanes. It's like $3,000 a window. Maximum cost, national shutter cost. You know what I'm talking about? Slat design, that's what we want. Yeah. Gonna make some rice and Yeah, comma after clearly. Okay, cool. Thanks for the edits there, Logic. I will give you some points once we figure out commercial roll-up and security shutters. Cool. This is what we want. So we want exterior mount, pass-through windows, room dividers, exterior mount. Oh, great. That's fucking helpful. I want the name for the ones where they look like bricks. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so store safe, learn more. And interlinked lead brick. The fuck is that? I think there's a word for. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at rectilinear dimensions of solid brick. Cellular bricks, bonding, thickness, Flemish bond, courses of mixed headers. Getting deep into the brick one. Now what we're looking for is so curtain like makes it. We need to like describe it so that you can see that it's one of those shutters where you can see through the links. Yeah, see-through store shutter, see-through roller shutters. Oh god. Well, that's cool that they have them on the outside of the house. I'd love it if every window fucking you could just block out all light from. Cast my house into utter darkness. Rolling shutter was they're all made in China. Oh, Vintech? These guys fucking yeah, hold on. Aluminum shutter with see-through feature. There we go. This is the kind of shutter that we want. Yeah, this is what we want. Okay. Let me look back at the notes. On Canal Street, there's a famous restaurant that's been there for 100 years. I like doing the then and now photo scavenger hunts. Totally off topic. Yeah, that's dope. Clearly it was planned. No, clearly it was planned. Isn't getting caught. The whole second half of this has to be rewritten. Unfortunately, and just because it was written, these brothers weren't in the story. We had to create them here. And the whole thing is in like past tense too. All that shit's got to change, unfortunately. But I know just the person to do it. Us. Yeah. So Andrew Austin says, "Hey, is this set in New Orleans?" Where, yeah, I was a resident for many, many years. I lived in the French Quarters. Quarter, you can tell. We always called it quarters, even though it's just quarter. But no, unfortunately, this guy, I don't think I'll ever write anything set in New Orleans. I'm just waiting for that city to sink. No, this is set in Chinatown of Manhattan right there. So what's happening at the moment is there's a riot going on. I was writing about riots before it was cool. Black Lives Matter. Anyhow, this is set in Chinatown, and these are two brothers who are in the thrall of our story's antagonist, Kaiser Duchance, a drunken policeman full up of the devil. Yeah, well, I don't know why I capitalized. All right, let's find an antique store name. Siley Antiques. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Abhaya Antiques. Yeah, let's get one from San Francisco. God, there's such rackets there. We buy Chinese antique, Mr. Z Asian art, arts of China. Best Chinese antiques. We're just trying to get a name here because we need to name this store because something terrible is about to happen there. Yeah, this book is just full of devastation. Antique and Art Exchange, Vince Bravo, Omega Salvage. None of these sound. The Enchanted House. Oh, I like Dragon House. We could call it China House if we just want to shout out to IRC. Oh, I like Old Shanghai. That sounds... Is that in our collection? Muretta's Antiques. Gas Lights and Shadows. Grand Central. Alameda. I like Z's Antiques. I think... The Enchanted House. That sounds kind of dope. That would go in there. Let's go with Dragon House. Cool. So, oof, hardware store, oof, fabric shop, oof, dry cleaners. The Bottle Brothers focused their attention on the shops where kindling is most abundant, skipping over the... Okay, cool. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Buddha. uh, let's see. Oh yeah. Only one shop on the block still has lights on. Dragon House Antiques. The brothers are drawn like moths. See, we can just get rid of both of them. That's a big point for big logic right there. Hell yeah. Burning up the charts. You're almost at 200, Logic. 3 more edits. God, could you possibly win this shit? You're only 76 edits behind Spaethiwa, and since you seem to catch more comments or commas, it's possible. Oh wait, we got Dioxide right there. Yeah, welcome to the or Diozide, however you want to say it there. But welcome to the chat. Yeah, this is usually we do this at like 6 in the morning, but I slept in late. Yeah, let's take out this part about what they don't do. I don't think that adds anything. Lol, I run a contest. Well, it's not a contest per se. Like, everybody who gives a meaningful edit, we'll try to include them in the acknowledgements page in the book. But we're definitely gonna, like the people who put in like 200 some odd edits and so forth, their names are going to be bigger, way bigger. It's going to take up like half the fucking page, just Spaethiwa and Logic right there, because their contributions were huge. Also, we're going to give a big thank you to, I'm not going to name either of these people here, but they'll be named in the book, 2 people that were especially helpful there. The initial beta readers, including our homie Obsenator, that gave us some feedback on this book. They're going to be thanked there. It's just so many people have helped on this book. And it really speaks a lot to my inefficacy as a writer that I need help from so many people. But yeah, honestly, if you want, you can send me your giant fucking signature and I will like put the actual image of your signature into the book like it's the fucking Declaration of Independence. Really and truly. I would love that. But yeah, I am not too proud to ask for help, is what you can learn from all this. God, ain't too proud to beg. As everybody who knows me knows. God damn. So let's figure out how to put this correctly right here. Wait, really? What's your email for that signature request? Well, Andrew Austin, correct me if I'm wrong, but have you issued any edits on this guy? Hold on, let's take a gander at our scoreboard right here. Let's see. Asa Zany Xander has an edit right there. Oh, there are a couple different variants of SAS where they need to be. I wonder how that. Oh, I put 2 Z's on one of those. All right, hold on. How come we don't get the meat merp when I do the other ones there? All right, so we just fixed SAS up, and then AAA's got an edit. Yeah, it's like some amazing individuals right up over here. All right, so SAS, I just fixed. I'm glad that we did that. But yeah, you just gotta get some edits in there if you want to have your signature in there, and you would have to have a lot to have a giant ass signature in the book. But I do this every day. If you enjoy editing or watching editing, you're bound to catch some huge fuck up at some point. Because I got to tell you, the rest of this book is rough. It's like he's. I love that edition right there. It's like he's giving the brothers the okay to set him ablaze. Credit to Spathy. He did mention the sass thing. Oh god, I'm not gonna give him a point for fucking editing our fuck ups on usernames. Although I probably should. I should give him points just for fucking creating the system in the first place. Him and Mayheim. That's wild. Anyhow. All right, so what insane thing can we use to pry these windows apart? What's like a piece of steel that somebody might be throwing away? That would be, we need like something with some structural integrity to it that might just be lying in a pile of garbage. Like it could be like a brass bedpost, but that would be that would just deform under the yeah, what it would be is like a fucking weight bench. Somebody's throwing away a weight bench. Yeah. A piece of concrete rebar. There's not a lot of rebar just lying around in the streets. And it'd have to be like something that the boys would recognize. Like these are just children. They'd have to like be like, oh, okay, I see what that is. I'm gonna use that thing to pop up in this whole thing. So people do throw out exercise equipment all the time. And it's not like you would just find a shovel. Yeah, I think. Oh, instead of prying it apart, maybe they'd just pick up something heavy and try to throw it through the fucking thing. The club with a missing lock half, and they go, God, it's been a while since I've seen somebody with like the club. People just don't jack cars at the same right. No, we have to do so much work to let's take a look at. Okay, yeah. Look at this guy. This fucker's bent as hell. How to clean. Oh, so the barbell is God, these things are dope. If I was a kid, I would just like have like used it like a bow staff, like whoa, 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 fucking broken somebody's teeth with it. Probably my own. Cleaning without damaging your finish. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, bent and rusty barbell. Olympic is the... Uh, threaded chrome barbell bar. Okay, so it's about $30. Yeah. 60-inch. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Just before they give up and move on, Hector notices a glint of silver in a pile of garbage. Yeah. It looks like it's capitalized here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. So there are some workmen on a on some scaffolding across the street from the studio, and they are 100% exactly at the angle where they can see me sitting here jacking off pretty much any time that I want to sit here and jack off, which is frequent. That's going to be a huge pain in my dick. Well, actually, a lack of pain in my dick. It'll give me time to heal up. But yeah, like annoyingly, they're like right at eye level with where my dong would be. So not too pleased with that outcome. It's a bummer. Oh yeah, all these are pinged. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Logic right here. Okay. I don't know why the audio. Hold on, let me mute this tab. Yeah, we don't need the meep merp on that guy. Yeah, it reloaded. It actually reloaded really fast too, for whatever reason. I was all, you know, the glitch.me thing, where it fucking has that little like waiting to load your project. I was all set to like spell penis in cursive, but then it just loaded right away. I don't know. Maybe glitch.me like updated their shit. Oh, everybody's wondering the same thing. It's passive and starts with suddenly. Yeah. Yeah, shit writing. All right, I'm gonna give Logic a point for right there. I thought I could sneak it by you, but I cannot. Yeah, that fucking sucks. All right, so uh, I hate there being a comma. It just looks so wrong to me to have a comma in oh shit. Hold on. Let's see if this has been discussed. Yeah, like it feels, I know it's right, but it feels so wrong. Uh, 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 uh. Well, I'm not going to take fucking grammar advice from somebody's fucking live journal. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, let's just stick with it. We actually need oh shit there. Oh, we need more eyes. Oh shit. No, that's distracting. Italicize it if we're going to add a bunch of letters? I don't think we have to do that. Yeah. I think 3 eyes is enough, though. Okay, let's, adult electric bicycles for delivery. So it'd be one of these motherfuckers right here. Let's say that it has a 500 watt motor. Cool. Folding. I gotta say, I can't look at these people with the e-bikes and not think, you lazy motherfucker, every single time one of them like zips past me with like no effort whatsoever. It's Fucking annoying. Fuck those guys. But it looks like, yeah, let's just say it's a 500 watt motor. Okay, so let's, police vehicles in New York City. Yeah, let's say that it's a Dodge Charger. Oh, no, it's got to be a Crown fucking Vic. All right, so let's see. Yeah, it's got to be a Crown Vic. Police Crown Vic engine. Most widely used automobile in law enforcement operations. All right, let's see what its engine is. The engine, 4.6 liter, modular V6. The powertrain, how many horsepower? Let me see. That's what we want. No. Yeah, I'm sure that somebody. Okay, cool. This is 224 horses. And it's a V8. Okay, yeah, let's say that it's 239 horsepower. The normies are waiting up. I can't quite catch up to live view because the normies are waking up in Hawaii. That sucks. So Louis Rossman with his 10,000 watt battery at like 50 miles an hour on his electric scooter. Yeah, that sounds like something Louis Rossman would do. I should go holler at that dude at some point. See if I can get an interview for LRH. I'm sure he'd be happy to fucking talk about it. All I would ask him is like, what's the creepiest fucking porno that you found on somebody's laptop? And it's always like, you know, their face goes gray and they're like, kid shit. And then the conversation is fucking over. Ugh. Ugh. Creepy. Okay, so let's go back to Mulberry Street of Brooklyn. And remember the name of, it's like KK something or other. Won't you follow me down to Mulberry Street? When they clean the streets, I'll be painted... KK discount store. So yeah, we're just gonna assume that all these cars have been like pulled out of there since there's a fucking riot happening. Oh, I like that we have... I like that we can, hold on, let me give Logic a big ass point for that one right there. When it isn't weighted down with a load of bricks, the delivery bike's 500 watt motor can deliver at best 0.7 horsepower. Let's do this. Can deliver to 0.7 horsepower, tops. The V8 in the Crown Vic is 239 horses. Another lost cause. Hector is just starting to accelerate as the police cruiser hurtles down the block. When it isn't weighted down with a load of bricks, the delivery bike's 500 watt motor can deliver 0.7 horsepower, tops. The V8 in the Crown Vic, 239 horses. Another lost cause. Oh, I love that. Ooh. Oh, that is so fucking greasy. Violin out. just love another lost cause. Oof. I think painted against a brick wall is much more visual than like KK Discount Market right there. God damn. Whew, sorry, Hector. R.I.P. Ooh, a lot of... Look at the detritus. Yeah, this is how many fucking... Alright, so cool. Now we get back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. So yeah, there's the paragraph. Side of a printer ink wholesaler. Okay, cool. Then we're going to change that paragraph so that it deals with Marcus, and then we're going to do a section break. But for right now, I'm going to vanish off screen because I need to urinize myself into a toilet. Be right back. Alright. Oh shit. My little scratch note. Yeah, it's been a hot fucking second since we've seen this chatter right there. Alright, I was not transformed into a dog. I'm still alive. believe it or not. But yeah, I'm doing really well. Honestly, this chapter is so fucking dope. Uh, I love this kind of shit. Just like chaos and confusion, discord, bureaucracy, aftermath. Doing really well. So if you want a status update, we're up at page 569 out of 683, chasing that 100 pages left to go. I'm hoping to complete this book before August 1st. Speaking of which, I need to reach out to the guy offered to edit this for like $1,500, and I think I'm going to take him up on it. The same guy that edited Space Tards. Although I'll tell you one thing, we got to hire an additional proofreader as well. That guy, he thinks he can edit and proofread, but he cannot. Which, you know, is fair. I know that somebody can't both edit and proofread, but I'm always like, oh, I'll save some money. And that's never the fucking case. All right, hold on. Let me make sure that nobody... Another lost cause. I wonder if there... Oh, there is a fire escape where this could fucking happen. It's that one right there. Okay, and then that whole segment needs to get. Oh yeah, yeah. Plus, those use clips, not magazines. What the fuck? You wrong. Yeah. What's the difference? Writing explained. Okay. What's the difference between a clip and a magazine? Okay. So here's a clip right here. Stripper clip. Here's a magazine. The spring is what makes it a trick to. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Pistols do not use clips. Yeah, it's a magazine. Let's see. A clip is a very simple device made of a steel stamping. This is what they look like right there. They're used for loading ammunition into the magazine. Yeah, but they're not. Here, they're Glock 17s, right? So here's a magazine of a high quality magazines for your Glock. There we go. This is what these guys look like. Got a 50 round drum for a 9mm Glock. That's the stupidest fucking shit. I watched a whole video on how Glock drum magazines are fucking worthless not too long ago. It's still kind of cool. I do like the extendo. 27 round extendo. God damn. Wait, a 34 round magazine? Fucking serious? God, it was like down to like here. Oh. See, where are you coming up with this logic? Because, like, I will tell you that pistols absolutely use magazines for the auto clock. Yeah, man. Like, if you look at these right here, full-size extended magazines, it's one of those things, and this is an important thing to know. God, a 34-round magazine. It's an important thing because anytime that you get into, like, a discussion with, like, gun rights people or whatever, the first thing, like if you use the word clip to like a gun person, they're like, oh, you don't even know what a gun is, you know, like it's just one of those things that comes up frequently. So I'm afraid I cannot grant you a point for this. It's just not how it works. I do not use pistols, but that's what cops and range control always yell about. I know. It's one of those really persnickety things in English that it's weird because it has like a political fucking context to it too. God, I'm gonna have a crazy fucking widow's peak in about 3 or 4 years. I'm gonna have like the fucking Norman Osborn going on right here, the green fucking goblin. Yeah, I'm happy to have hair while I've got it. I'll tell you that much. I'm definitely enjoying this hair to the fullest, even if it's wild and out of fucking control. I hate the word clip and I hate pistols, so I'm happy to be in the wrong. Yeah. It'd be a better world if pistols did not fucking exist. They're not good things to exist, right? I like that a rifle has like a much bigger decision. Like, am I gonna fucking shoot somebody, Ooh, giant ass fucking rifle. I. What if we like started like a worldwide fucking movement to just say, you know what, we're not going to use pistols any longer, right? And if you have a pistol, you're a bad person. You're not fucking cool. And we got fucking Hollywood to sign on this because they want to disarm everybody anyway. Honest to God, like just so many problems come from somebody having like a fucking projectile weapon that they're able to conceal, like in the fucking elastic band of their underwear. It's horseshit. Yeah, the handguns are made for killing. Ain't no good for nothing else. Yeah, just like if everything had to be the length of a fucking pump shotgun for you to own it, we would see a dramatic reduction in fatalities, gun fatalities, like all over the world. So I'm with you. And I like, I'm a gun rights person for the most part. I think absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've gone over this on the other show, but I think as long as we have the Second Amendment, you have the right to bear arms. But to me, arms is a fucking rifle, something you can actually use to win a war. You can't do that with your fucking revolver. So I'm super down with that, and I'm kind of stuck with him. I don't like that argument because it implies that we can never do anything that takes a long time, right? Getting pistols out of circulation is like a century-long endeavor, but you can do it. You can absolutely do it. And we are not, however, stuck with 34 shots. Oh yeah, that's you can get that. Okay, cool. Change to 3 land. Oh, I like that, yeah. Mm. Oh, it's a radius, not a radio bone. We're gonna call it radial bone and not radius right there, just because radius is like confusing in the context of that sentence. All right, I'm gonna give Dioxide his first point right there. Congratulations, or his or her first point. I'm gonna give giving that to Dioxide because even though we didn't use their exact suggestion, it drew attention to something that needed to be fixed there. Under the canvas, hold on. I'm gonna give you a point for that. Yeah, cool. So logic up. Yeah, all right. Oh, Spathywah says, I can't believe. Well, it's at like a really different time. Yeah, it works much better if I sleep until like 10 or 11 o'clock after a show and then do the edit stream. And I'm sleeping a lot better, drinking about half the coffee that I normally was. So, so many alts. What do we got right here? I think Higgs is, who was that? I think Higgs might, oh, I'm not going to say who it is. They're trying to be incognito. Hmm. It's actually a rolling roof. This is the shit that they use. Roof rolling. What's it made of? Yeah, I forget. Roll roofing. What do they call this shit? What is roll roofing? MSR. That's this shit right here. And just switch the coffee for beer. Yeah, I drank more than enough whiskey last night. I gotta tell you. Shout out to Rye. Yeah, this is the shit that they use. I don't know if that's actually true. It might be faster. Cool. Yeah, we could do whatever. It's like a minor temperature variation thing there. So I'm not going to fact check that one. Cool. And then, so that's all POV of the Bottle Brothers. The Bottle Kids. Fucking amazing. But we're only about halfway done with this chapter. So unfortunately, it's like a 3-day chapter. We knew that this was coming. A lot of these chapters are going to be multi-segmented and longer. But I like what we've done here with this chapter. That, yeah, that's a hard line to get right there. Yeah. I like that. That's a little bit. They melt at first, but in a while they start to stick. Neat. Neat. I like yeah, I like this whole Lost Boys chapter right here. One of the biggest things one of the biggest criticisms that I really respect from a guy who's going to be thanked in the acknowledgments was he's like, yeah, all this man in gray shit, I just don't care when he does it. It's like, it doesn't matter how much of the city blows up or whatever. I just don't give a fuck about these people. So hopefully shit like this will go a while to it. Okay, so how many pages do we need to do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 pages. All right, we can do $1,000 breakfast. Oh, I'm looking forward to that chapter right there. I think that's 75. So we're gonna try and yeah, and I'm gonna try to end it. So plans for tomorrow, because it's been 3 hours already. I'm gonna give myself a word count here. Only 12:58. Okay, cool. So more work to be done. We'll probably just get through that chapter tomorrow. So thank you to Logic and Dockside getting their first point there, and everybody who came through on this guy. Even Burger chatting it up there. We're gonna fucking make it. We're gonna make it through this. I woke up this morning and I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna do this whole editing bullshit, blah 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 blah. But I am gonna do this whole editing bullshit. So that's a big Logic right there. And yeah, we did it. I'm happy with the work we did today. Penis pump.